So Drew, I've been having her because she's like an organization queen. So I've been paying Drew once a week to come over and like work on organization because my house is too small for the amount of people, humans, and animals in it. But that's not going to be a problem anymore because we have a new house. They accepted our offer. Good morning, Ginger. They've accepted our offer. We closed 2 weeks from yesterday. We gave the gentleman who owns it 3 weeks to get out, and like with an understanding that like we're never gonna force him out, but like please take his time. Like he's got health issues. His son's trying to get him out. Like all the things. Chris has called me like 3 times today already, like crunching numbers, and yeah. He's officially like really missing Chris, like really missing Chris, because he has not gotten up on this table and I can't tell you how long. And he is like literally up my butthole today. Okay. So we're very excited. I literally got the news when I was in the car. I had to pull over to have like a complete full meltdown. Like in a good way and in a scared way and in a happy way and in a oh my god what do I just do kind of way, you know, with 7 cats in the car in the middle of a busy street. So that was memorable. So yeah, we have thanks Mary! Like 4 blocks Aussie. Like we're still staying in the neighborhood. Y'all have, I can see the water from here. Everyone's got, oh, your dry food's out. Hold on, you guys. The dry food's out. Oh my god, I need to try cat food too. This is gonna be an $800 Costco's bill. Jesus Christ. Trash bag over there, need to take out? Yes. Take out trash the whole time Chris is here. Not me refusing to take out trash the whole time Chris is here. That's literally correct. I just collected by the door. I kind of want to do that. Just like let him walk in and be like, here's 8 trash bags that I haven't been able to take out, please, and thank you. All right. So new house. Okay, like you know how like you do you shop, like you do the grocery shopping and like you kind of run out of stuff here and there. Well, we have hit, and this happens like once a year, we have hit the precipice of, no. Say hi.
Hello. Sorry, I'm not wearing a bra. Cool.
They've literally never seen me wear a bra.
Cool.
On date night, Chris is the last date night we had.
On date night, Chris is the last date night we had, I wore a bra. And I am still dealing with the under fucking chafe from that, okay?
Drew, come on. Like, Tuesday?
Drew, come on. Like
in
Tuesday?
Tuesday?
Like in fairness, I never know what day it is, but I'm normally within at least a day.
Alright. Tired.
So bad. I'm like,
Ginger, it hurts so bad. And like, I never really had big, like, I had medium sized boobies, and then I had kids, and now they've just dropped. And now there's just like an inch worth of like chafe. All right, Emmy. We got the house.
We got it. We got the house.
We got it. We got it. We got the house. They accepted our offer.
I'm going to.
I put your dry food down, and we're good. I'm going to, like, I literally, I don't even have the energy or the time to go to Costco's today, but I'm out of, you guys, I'm out of fruit snacks. I'm out of bananas and oranges. I am out of pouches. I'm out of yogurt. I just ran out of dry cat food. So like it hits once a year where it's just like this perfect storm, and I run out of everything at the exact same time. Which I guess it's like perfect timing because we're about to leave for the cruise, so at least that way I can make sure that like everything is like 100% stocked. Yes. Okay. Yes, Ginger. No. Chris might be in here. Hey, babe, are you in here? Okay, Chris can suck it. I will be doing Instacart. I don't give up. If there's an extra fee, but yeah, he's busy dealing with fake tornadoes. Like, I can't. I can't. I'll die. And it's gonna be one of those like double cart, deep situations. No, I can't. I will not. So, and honestly, in my opinion, I feel like it saves us money, like for these big trips, because I can literally just focus because I already need like $300 worth of things. And so if I go in there, I'll be like, oh, and look, these shorts are on sale. And like Foster, you know, sure, let's go ahead and get 60 for him. And like, oh, look, you know, the kids would love a inflatable coffin. I don't know. Like, I really do. It saves us money in the long run. It really does.
They have everything there, Drew. I don't know what the kids need.
They have everything there, Drew. I don't know what the kids need. Every NOLA kid needs an inflatable coffin.
I agree.
I don't know.
Okay.
So we've got that to do today, so that I can like finish preparing for our trip. Because it would be lovely to wait until Chris is home to do all of this, but he goes straight to drill. So he gets home Friday, and then he goes straight to drill. So he'll be home at night, but like he won't be here during the day, and I can't really get all the packing and stuff done at night because I need to get into the kids' room to like pack up their stuff. So we're like, Chris hasn't seen the house.
Oh my God, Chris didn't even know we got the house. Roger fucking.
Oh my God, Chris didn't even know we got the house. Roger fucking texted him.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Chris didn't even find out from me.
Chris didn't even find out from me that we got the house, because I have a big fucking mouth and I told half the goddamn neighborhood. Like I was at my mom's group chat was like, I immediately had to like, I was like, we got the house. We already got plans. We've got a cocktail porch planned. We've got a wine porch planned. We've got a private playground where we can just throw the children in there and let them go feral planned. We've got big plans, okay? And yeah, so I had already told the mom's group, and like Chris was like, just like, you know, whatever. And then he goes to open the text messages and you read the ones that you most recent came in, and Roger was like, yeah, man, we gotta talk about that backyard of yours now, and like all this other stuff. And I was like, yeah. So Chris called me, he's like, I guess we got the house. Half the neighborhood's already texted me. I was like, sorry. Can you say it again? Say it again. So you guys, we are moving a few blocks over. We're fine. No one's like leaving. Like we're actually moving closer to the nursery. No, we were not looking to move. No, we were like not looking for a new house. No, literally this time last week, this house wasn't even on our radar. A house wasn't on our radar. Nothing. Welcome to our lives. Okay, we have never purchased a home looking for a home. That has never happened in mine and Chris's life ever, even when we were separate individuals. It has always been a situation where we just found a property that we could actually afford. Walmart Plus, get free delivery and no shipping. Chris won't go for that. Thank you though, baby girl. He's like, why would we pay $12 when we could just go there in person for free? So yeah, the tree I've stopped barking up because I just don't have the energy. But when he's not here, like he is more understanding. Like when he's not here, like I just don't have the time. Like I just can't. So no, are you shell shocked? Are you like, what is going on, Carly? Like what house? Who's moving? Where are you going? I get it. I do get it. I understand the confusion. Because I was literally sitting on my sofa minding my own business like Friday or Saturday of last week when Chris was like, hey, look at this property. It has no photos on the inside, which for us is like a ding, ding, ding. It's probably in our tax bracket because it probably looks like a murder scene in there. So like we're not the kind of people, we've never moved into a new home. We've never moved into a put together home. Franny! right. We've never done anything like that. Okay. We look for things that we can afford. And so this house
Or it had been
comes on
like a really long time.
the market, or it had been contingent for like a really long time. My friend Drew's here with me helping me clean. It had been on the market for a really long time. Well, not a really long time, like 80 days, but it had been contingent the whole time. So it came back on the market and it dropped 60,000 doll hairs.
And that's what alerted Chris.
60,000. And that's what alerted Chris. Chris was like, hey, look at this. It's also on a double lot. Chris is a financial advisor, but he works for national accounts. And so whenever somebody's like gone for a long period of time, like normally it's a military leave, or someone has been let go or quit and they can't find a replacement for that office. So in this case, this office is very, very rural. And so he's like in the middle of nowhere. And so because of that, like they're having a hard time like finding a replacement for it. And while he works from home 90% of the time, some of these offices that go without a financial advisor in them for a long time, legally, thank you, Beth, have to have a financial advisor be on the physical premise X amount of weeks out of the like year. And so those are the trips that he has to do sometimes, and he'll go for a week at a time. I literally just tested this. It was literally just working. I'm so sorry to have to thread you again. Sorry, I got a phone call. And sometimes, I don't know why, sometimes the phone calls don't affect the live at all. And other times it like pauses them. It's really weird. Okay. So. Hold on. My coffee hasn't kicked in yet, so I can't do two things at once. Especially something. Quit doing that. So we got a new house. It literally came to be within a week. Chris showed me the listing on Friday or Saturday. I can't remember which one. I was like, the only reason why we were considering it is a double lot. So for us here, all of our, because we live in the city proper, all of our like housing and everything is on blocks, and the parcels are like compartmentalized. So for this particular house, we have double lots, meaning the house sits on one lot and the lot next to it's completely open and like is just a yard, a huge yard. So you guys know me, I never have enough space for animals, and especially for our wildlife, we have a very limited like small backyard for the ducks, small backyard for the, so whatever. So when Chris saw this, he was like, ooh, this is exciting. He's like, I'm sure it's probably a complete gut job inside and, out of our price range to be able to do anything about it. But he was like, I mean, it's worth going to look. And I love looking at properties. I'll look at them for oh my God. Love it. It's also very unlike Chris to bring me a property like this because he knows that I will daydream and cry. Because we're a bit cramped here, you guys. Like, we really are. We make it work. I'm very lucky and blessed to have a roof over my head, and a safe space for my children. But it's tight quarters here. And so I called the real estate agent, and my real estate agent, he was like, yeah, we can go look at it, but like, yeah, let's proceed with caution. Chris, being the smart individual he is, also called the other real estate agent and talked to her. And they had a full, what's it called? Survey, inspection, whatever, done from the previous buyer. The previous buyer let, they have it because it's, all the details on the house. And so they sent over the full inspection, and Chris and I kept reading and kept reading and kept reading. And we were like, doesn't sound that bad. We still, mind you, we still have not seen pictures of the inside of this house at all. And so I'm like, Chris, like, it has old electrical, but it all works, so we could replace it as it goes. The plumbing is galvanized pipes, so if we do get it, we'll have to do a full plumbing inspection, but like that's easy enough. Like, the water heaters are fine, the ACs are fine, everything's fine. There's no structural damage that has been noted. There's no active termite damage that has been noted, which is a huge thing here. And we're both just like, so we went to see it. What day did we go see it, you guys? Monday? So he has to leave. He flew out Sunday. So it would have been Saturday. He brought me the property. He had to fly out Sunday. We saw the property on Monday. I didn't even get through the first unit, and I was like, okay, I'll take it. Because like it was a livable unit, like very livable unit. I did. I looked at it on Monday, but Chris has never seen this property. Chris has only seen photos of the outside. I went live with you guys while we were like touring the property and muted y'all with the full intent of Chris being able to log into my TikTok account and rewatch the live in full. And yeah, I'm like so paranoid now. I'm like, are you pooping? I already got poop out of him. I'm like, are you pooping? Oh, hi, is it your turn? Let me get your thing pulled up. So it wouldn't load because we had so many like connectivity issues, like not having internet and like coming in and out of like a really old house like that. So he still has not seen the property. But yeah, like it kept going and going and going. There's one that's a really bad situation. It's a full gut job, like hoarding situation, someone living there that probably was not in a very good way mentally. So we'll have to gut that unit. But it is a 5-plex, meaning there's 5 individual like units within the property. Yay, Maggie! So we will be combining 2 to make it like a big, master unit. And then we will have 3 1-bedroom rentals. Because we're combining 2 units, we will be gutting the kitchen and the one downstairs, and that kitchen will turn into my own wildlife room with its own entrance and exit from the house, so that domestics are still going to the building, right? The building's a whole separate entity. That the building is the nonprofit, okay? This is our home, our personal home. So that people can come and actually help me with the wildlife. And I don't have to bring them through my home. I don't have to bring them through, like, I don't have to worry about my kids, like, getting in the way or anything like that. Nothing. I can go on and on and on and on about this house. Some of y'all are gonna think I'm crazy when you go to see it, because it's not new and it's not updated, and the bathrooms are tiny and small and all the it couldn't be a more perfect house for me. I don't give a shit. I love it. I absolutely love it. Can't get enough of it. So no spiral staircases, which to me is a huge plus because I hate the spiral staircases. I hate them. Will you give them a scoop? It's the first bucket right there. Yeah. And then if you open the window, there should be like a little bowl like right outside the door, and I just dump it straight in it. Oh, we need to put some birdseed out. He finished it. Did y'all see Cashew? Oh, Drew's about to get jumped on by a squirrel. Cashew's is right there. He looked at you like, ugh, and then I think he went, oh, you're not actually mommy. He will bite you, Drew.
Yeah, he will.
Yeah.
He's nibbled a little.
Okay, yeah. The bird seed should be right next to it too. I think he's just about eaten all of his favorite seeds out. He's a little picky. Did y'all see him? He hangs like a bat. He goes in over the side. He gets what he wants. He hangs by his back feet like a bat and like eats them. It's the cutest thing. I was starting to rain.
He knocked over the whole bowl.
He's such an asshole. Okay. So we have a house. We close in 2 weeks. When will we move? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, this is the kind of, like, it was the kind of property that, like, you just don't think you do. We don't have properties in our neighborhood at this price point. We just don't. We sure as fuck don't have neighborhood, like, properties in this neighborhood with double lots at that price point. I'm floored.
I don't understand how we got it.
I don't understand how we got it.
Think about it, the more I'm
Like, the more that I think about it, the more I'm like,
I don't understand.
I don't understand.
I don't understand.
There's people with a lot more money than we have that could have snatched that place up in a millisecond, not blinked twice, and been able to probably gut it and turn it into like a $750,000 home in seconds. And like, I'm still just like, I don't know. But we've got it now. It's secured. We're under contract. Like, it's like Chris is doing math like over and over and over again, and he's like, if we get the rental units like up and running, like we have doubled our lot, like doubled the amount of space that we have on our physical lot. We will like triple all of our kids will have their own bedrooms. And like with the rentals full, we're not paying any more. And if we can get the interest rates right and everything else, like we might actually be paying less. I then got a text message from our upstairs tenant. Like, this is Chris's mom's house, right? So it's Chris's mom's tenant, but we find our tenant. I got a message from him yesterday, and he's like, "Hey girl, I got your order." And I took a 20-minute nap yesterday. I literally walked in, passed out into a coma for 20 minutes, woke up. That's the only time I sat down yesterday. Like, that's the only time. And so I was just going. I saw it. To me, I thought maybe like, because sometimes Amazon ships upstairs. So for me, I was like, okay, like he's got one of our like Amazon orders. I didn't think twice about it. Then he calls and he's like, "Hey girl, all I need is yours and Chris's full name and social security numbers."
And
I was like, for what? And he's like, "For the house." And I was like, "Is there something wrong with the house? What's going on?" He doesn't call me unless something's wrong with the house. He's the best fucking tenant. And he's like, "For the house you're buying, silly." And I was like, still not computing for me, you guys. I don't know what the fuck's happening. I completely forgot he's a fucking real estate broker. Like, or is it called a brokerage? What do you call him? A broker? Yeah. He's doing our fucking closing. Our tenant upstairs is doing our closing.
He was like, "For your closing."
He was like, "For your closing."
So he's not my real estate agent.
So he's not my real estate agent, though. He's like my closing person, like the people that do the money exchanges and stuff. Broker, okay.
Title agent.
Title agent, okay.
And I was like,
fuck. I was like, wait, what? And he's like, "Yeah, girl." He was like, "I'm doing your closing." And I was like,
okay.
So I give him all the information he needs. And I was like, "Can you just give me like a ballpark for like closing costs? Like, you know, we're counting pennies." And he's like, "Yeah, girl, I gotta talk to Brent." Apparently it's the guy that owns the place. He knows me and Chris, which is great, apparently. He's like, "Let me talk to Brent. I'll call you right back. I'll get you a closing cost." Every closing fee they can waive, they're waiving. And we specifically put in the contract that we would pay all closing costs because we knew we probably weren't the highest offer. We knew we couldn't compete with like what I was, you know, assuming was being offered. I then tried really hard to cancel our cruise. No one yell at me, okay? They wouldn't let me. I then tried to transfer our cruise and they wouldn't let me because I booked it with like a special casino offer. I then tried to cancel the spa appointment and I found out I was literally about to call the spa appointment when Lane, the upstairs tenant, called
and
told me all the news about the money we would be saving with the closing. And so I took that as a sign that fine, I won't cancel my spa appointment. So, the universe apparently is like, no, go fuck yourself, bitch. You will enjoy a vacation. I know, you guys, but like, I just, panic was setting in. Panic is still here. It's still like in my chest, real tight right here. Okay. And like, we close on the house. We get back Sunday, like from all of our travels, and we close on the house Wednesday. Chris hasn't even seen the property. Just, you know, it was going to alleviate a lot of stress in my mind in the beginning, you know. So Bristol, yes, let's talk about mods now. That's the updates. That's all of the updates on the house. We've got a plumbing report coming out on Friday. We've got a plumber coming, so everyone's fingers crossed that we don't have to like replace every pipe in there. And honestly, even if we had to at this point, like it's just so, we'll make it fucking work. We will make it work. I'm so sick of these possums fighting. Fuck you, Hannibal, for coming in here and ruining our good juju possumness. So we'll have the Friday. We will have the plumbing inspection getting done. That's all of the update on that. That's the house. That's the property. That's everything. Oh Jesus, we're still shitting. These guys, their stool is not what it's supposed to be. Uh-oh, did I see your side piece just slide up in here? Ew, the way I said that was not appropriate. Hi. Hello. This is Blue. If you're not already following him, you should be. He is the very talented tattoo artist that did the side piece that did our thigh piece. We will be going back to him in August. I'm going to CatCon, you guys, and you guys are coming with me. We're going to CatCon together. If you didn't know, yes, there is a convention for cats. It is in Pasadena. He's in Santa Monica. He's got a brand new shop. So we will be going. So we are trying to get him to up over 1,000 followers so that we can live stream from both. So that way I can go live with you guys and just like talk to you guys like I always do and like cuddle in close. And then he can do all of his like fancy, oh my God, we're still pooping. I don't know if you're gonna go in my hair today, bruh. I don't know if I'm trusting this situation.
So please, if you're not already following, click that follow button.
If not for me, just to support a very talented artist, and just a good person. Are we done?
Okay.
Pooping.
Okay.
So. That's the house update. Next update. Moderators. If you're not in our Discord, you need to be in our Discord for the love, please. Thanks, Jody. I need you in our Discord. We did an update on Discord. I love that this one's just been like so happily perched up here. We did an update on Discord. My baby, come here. I am trying to streamline things as absolutely much as possible. Okay. And while I need all the help that I can get, sometimes there's a thing as too much help, okay? And it really has come to be like obvious to me with some of the like more recent, hey Holly, some of the more recent troll shit that we've been dealing with is like I kind of want to set up like good guidelines and boundaries and like when to mute and when to block and when to do all of that stuff. And it's just impossible for me to communicate that to every single mod without having like a meeting and like that kind of stuff. So the roles of a moderator have kind of like adapted and changed from what they were when we first started. And so I am backing up into a very small core group of mods so that I can so that I can host meetings and I'm not dealing with like 12 different schedules, like so that I can have like a core group that's also going to help with like projects and grant writing and Google Doc like organization and that sort of stuff. So if there is one of the followers that you see that used to be a mod and doesn't have their like mod symbol next to them anymore, it is not because there's beef, it's not because there's tea, it's not because they're not amazing and loved and appreciated and just fantastic fucking individuals in and of themselves. It's just because of the adapts and the changes and like all of the things. So yeah, Carla, I don't need any mods. Thank you so much, you guys. I've got all the mods that I need, and unfortunately I had and then some, and so I talked to everyone in person. I don't doubt that there's probably some hurt feelings. You guys know that that's like the furthest thing from my intention ever. Is I don't want anyone's feelings to be hurt, especially I don't want me to be at the like base of those hurt feelings. But I also have to make decisions that aren't always going to be popular with everybody. Because things are changing and they're adapting and they're like different every day, it seems like. And so in talking to my TikTok manager and doing some of their courses and stuff about mods, and then talking to some other content creators and how they structure theirs, and then just knowing like what I need for my own sanity, we made adjustments. And my biggest anxiety around those adjustments was twofold. It was one, hurting people's feelings, and two, I didn't want to give an impression to anyone on here that there was like any sort of like drama or beef happening. Like no one got in an argument, nobody like did something. Like it was literally just like I am needing to get more like streamlined and focused, and I can't do that if there's like 12 plus people. Thanks, Carla. That's it. Like I just didn't want there to think there was like drama and beef, and like you guys know how I want to be as like transparent as possible. And oh my god, the shitting that is happening today with these fucking possums is a literal just is like a never ending shit. So great, get it all out now. Yeah. What's the next thing I need to talk about? It's 10 o'clock. When's our next meeting? They're playing King of the Mountain. Okay, hold on. Let me see when my next meeting is. Is it 11 or 11:30? 11:30? Perfect. So I gotta get out of here by 11. So I need to get off of live in 30 minutes so that I can get ready, because I can't go to this meeting looking like this, unfortunately. Okay, so I'm gonna update you about the meeting that I'm about to have. I will not be. Jaybird, I need more gallon-sized bags. I will not be accepting any yelling or comments about how I am already too busy. I will not be. So. I am meeting with an amazing individual. His name is Mark. Mark founded and is part of what's called the Split Second Foundation. I highly recommend you looking them up. Mark was well-known in the sports arena, like kind of journaling and casting and that sort of stuff, and was out on a boat with his buddies and dove in on that boat, and in a split second became a paraplegic. The water was very shallow. He broke his spine, and he has not had use of his legs and very, very minimal usage of his arms ever since. So Mark, being as involved as he was in the sports arena and the sports world, and as determined as he is, and as amazing as he is, wanted to do something, right, to make a difference. And he became very quickly aware. Yeah, Carly. It became very quickly aware that he didn't have the proper tools that he needed to do physical therapy. Physical therapy, if you guys don't know what it is, like it's how you recuperate, you recover, and for someone who is officially wheelchair bound, it is it is literally life-saving work. Before I get into what Mark is trying to accomplish, I want to back up, and I'm going to tell you a story, and I'm going to cry a lot during it, okay? So, because I want you to understand why this is so important to me to get involved with this organization. I'm meeting with him. They would like to put me on the board, and I fucking know I run my own nonprofit, and I know that I sit on the board and the advisory council of 2 others, okay? I'm well aware.
My mom was one of 5 daughters.
My mom was one of 5 daughters. Okay. My mom was the first to pass away from breast cancer. She passed away at 36. I was 7. I had an Aunt Becky who was the second to youngest. And did I feed this baby? One, two. I don't think I fed this baby.
She was the second to youngest.
Okay.
When I was a teenager.
She was the second to youngest. When I was a teenager, I think I was like 12 or 13. She was using her auto cruise, like her cruise control for her car in the rain. Don't ever fucking do that. Don't do it when the roads are wet. Don't do it when it's raining. So don't do it after the rain. Don't do it anything. Because what happens is if you hydroplane, it completely spins you. Like your car doesn't stop doing the 80 miles per hour that it has literally been set to program to do. Okay. So she hydroplaned, and lost the use of both of her legs. She survived. She lived. She was going to be able to live with these injuries. It's going to take me a minute to tell this story. You can imagine as someone who lost her mom at such a young age, and then like less than 10 years later having this happen to her aunt. At the time we weren't sure if she was going to make it. She had 2 daughters of her own that were obviously my cousins, and it was just a really hard situation. But she made it. She came through. Her husband left her because he was a fucking piece of shit. After the accident. Of course he waited like an appropriate amount of time, whatever the fuck that is. But he left her, and he left her with the girls. Because of that, the depression of the accident and the depression of her husband leaving her and everything like that, not only did she not complete her physical therapy and do her physical therapy as much as she needed, but it was almost physically impossible for her after the physical therapy was over for her to like continue and maintain. So what happens when you suddenly become paraplegic, quadriplegic, whatever it may be? Your muscles are not used to lifting your body physically. The physical therapy that you do is so different from like a torn ACL or like a knee or anything like that. You overnight basically have to figure out not only how to move your body places, but have to very, very quickly build up the physical strength to move your body. She suddenly overnight needed to be able to use her arms to physically lift her body up and go places. So physical therapy is like the most important thing. When you're outside of physical therapy, working out is the most important thing to you. That did not happen for my Aunt Becky, and because of that, she developed a very large sore on her back from dragging herself in and out of the chair, from dragging herself in and out of the couch, from dragging herself in and out of bed. A sore that she could not feel. She couldn't feel it. She didn't know it was there. That inevitably, after many years, it took her life. We found it. We discovered it. We discovered her in a very severe state of depression. Is there water coming in?
We discovered her in a very severe state of depression.
We discovered her in a very severe state of depression. All of my aunts got involved. It was a bad situation in the house. It was a bad situation for the girls. She couldn't clean. She didn't have the finances to pay someone to clean. Like, all of this happened. Inevitably, she lost her life because of that wound years later, but that wound never was able to fully heal. That wound never stopped giving her issues. We had to remove parts of her body. Like, it never stopped. And I can't help but wonder if she had had the appropriate support and if she had had the appropriate support, if she would still be with us today. Because medically there was no reason for her not to be. But she did not receive the emotional support that she needed. This was back in the 90s when, you know, therapy wasn't really like a thing. People did it, but only crazy people went to therapy, you know. I can't imagine what her life would have looked like had she gotten the proper mental health support, had she gotten the proper physical therapy support, had after her physical therapy there would have been a place for her to work out appropriately and build up her strength. So that is what the Split Second Foundation does. That is what the Split Second Foundation does. Is people whose lives were changed in a split second and find themselves limited in their physical capacity from injury. They offer them the support that they need and deserve. Their biggest thing currently is trying to build the first all-inclusive workout center because you can't use normal equipment at a gym at all. You can't, you know, there's not like leg straps to strap your legs in to support your core so you can do arm lifts and weights, right? If it's a, you know, from a stroke victim, if it's you've lost use in your arm, you can't exactly just use one arm on a lot of these machines to like build everything up. And physical therapy, while they have a lot of that equipment and a lot of that stuff, that is insurance based only or directly out of pocket expensive care. And that is not obtainable for most of this country.
So Mark has taken it upon himself to do so much in this community for those with like limiting mobility issues. And a great mentor of mine has been on their board for quite some time. My older sister, Whitney, her dad, because Whitney's my stepsister, her dad actually was one of the founders of this board, and he is no longer with us, and it would just mean a lot to me to be closer to him. He was like a father to me. He was a really great man. He died like a week after Foster was born. And so it would mean a lot to me to sit on this board, you guys. I know that I'm tired. I know that I don't have a lot of energy, but like, and I'm going to be honest with Mark about that. And we're going to sit down and we're going to talk about like what me being on the board looks like, if me being on the board is the right decision, what I can do to help, what I can do to whatever, okay? But John, the father figure that passed away in my life, his wife Maureen is like a mother to me. She moved away from New Orleans soon after John passed away. It was just too hard for her to be here. And Maureen is not as active in the board as she can be anymore because she doesn't live here. And so that's where all of this is coming from, is Maureen feels like the board needs more support and she wants to offer that to them. But she can't physically do it. So she's connected me and Mark because she knows my story and she knows how important this organization is to me. And how I know how physically life-changing it can be for others. So I have not shared any of this with you guys because, one, I know what it looks like to be like crying on here and being like, I'm so overwhelmed and I have no time. And then to be like, just kidding, I'm going to take on another project. Do as I say, not as I do, people. Okay.
And it inevitably could be that like, hey, it's not the right time. I don't, it's not the right place, whatever. But I'm just really excited to be able to sit down and have a one-on-one with Mark. I've met him several times. It's always in group settings, or I try to attend their fundraisers. I try to do what I can to be there. So at the very least, if it's just a matter of using this platform to educate about this program, and to start help connecting people that have a hard time with like some of these limiting mobility issues, then amazing and awesome. And it's just something else we can add into a way that we can help people that are out there in the universe that just need a community and they just need a helping hand. So I am screen recording all of this, you guys, on my beautiful new iPad, and it will be getting uploaded directly to our YouTube page. My YouTube is Nola Kitten Nursery. I just went over so much information on the new property, on our mod adjustment, on this potential new venture with them. So I will update everyone. Felicia's got her nights and days mixed up. I will be updating everybody on that as soon as we get back from that. That's my only meeting today. I'm meeting him at 11:30, so I'm gonna have to like kind of put the speed on it. I gotta bottle feed everyone. We have 6 new babies.
They are possums, so you will see them here.
They are possums, so you will see them here in just a minute. They are riddled, you guys. Okay, they're riddled with DSN. At first I thought it was ant bites because it's really small, tiny little dots. Stop. Let me get this out of your butthole.
But then as they kept coming, and then they started changing,
and like it wasn't like a tiny little beep anymore. It was like a. You'll see.
I did start them on antibiotics last night.
You'll see. So I did start them on antibiotics last night. It's very hard to dose though because they're so tiny. So I'm literally just like putting the Clavamox and being like, just lick it, please. Just like, please lick it. So DSN is a condition that possums specifically get from like extreme stress. If I said Felicia, yes, I always mean Eileen, but Felicia just sticks with me for a long time. Felicia's got a very special place in my heart, you guys. So I just oftentimes say Felicia when I'm at Eileen. Okay. DSN. Can one of the mods post it? It's dermatological. We can just break that whole thing down. Yeah. Oh, I forgot that I zip tied everything like a responsible adult for the first time in many years. Thank you. Dermal septic necrosis. Thank you. I'm always like dermatological septonic. Dermal septic necrosis. It is a condition that when they are presented with major stress, which happens almost every time because typically they come to me because they've been in a car accident. It's also known like in the rehab community, we call it crunchy ear. Because it typically presents on their ears, and their ears will be like really yellow and crusty, and like they fall off. So if not treated with antibiotics, it does kill them, because it literally continues to eat away at them, and the tissue becomes necrotic and falls off. It's a bit of a scary disease, but it's also a very manageable situation. I have not seen it in babies this young. They did get pulled off a mama that had been in a car accident. There are 2 with injuries that are from the car accident. But it's just strange to me how quickly this has shown up. So because they seem healthy enough, so I'm like, were they on mama a lot longer than we knew? I need to do a little bit more research on DSN. It's becoming a lot more common as I've been dealing with a higher volume of possums this year. So I just need to do like more research on it, like statistically, how many have it, like, how quickly can it develop, like all of these things. So I know what to look for. I just don't know all the like details behind it. So with all of my free time, it'll be something that I do at 1 a.m. when I start thinking about it, and then I just do a deep dive into it because my brain won't sleep.
here, we are a neonatal mammal nursery.
If you're new here, we are a neonatal mammal nursery in the city of New Orleans. We go live daily and educate on all things animals. The creatures on top of my head are called possums with an O. The O is silent for most of us. Some people, and occasionally even I do, I say opossum. Different from a possum with a P who lives in Australia. These little cuties are our only marsupial. Stop describing my 1 a.m. habits. I know it's a real issue.
I put them on my head because
I put them on my head because they
because it helps me keep up with
like it.
who has eaten.
Because it helps me keep up with who has eaten and who hasn't.
It's a natural instinct.
And because this is just a natural instinct for them. This is about the age that they would start crawling onto, thanks, Dante. That they would start crawling onto mom.
There is a chance that these babies,
Some of these babies in here could have passed, okay? That is probably going to be my warning to you guys for the next 24 hours as I feed them. So anytime I'm live and feeding them, if you don't feel like you're in a mental headspace to deal with that, whenever I get these babies out, it's time to go. I'll always give you a warning, okay? They're small. They're not pinkies by any means, okay? Their fur is just starting to come in, but their eyes are still closed. Their jaws just came unfused, thank God. But dealing with the DSN and dealing with everything they're dealing with, like it's not, the best situation. Leave that.
Yeah, I'll just clean it. Because then we can just, that can be the
Yeah.
litter box.
Because then that can be the litter box and just, yeah. Okay.
There's 6 total.
There's 6 total. Can you say hi?
So we did the packing that I could.
So we did the packing that I could without the laundry being finished. And without having the food to like prepare because I've got to do a Costco order. So no, their eyes aren't open, Jody. Some of them are like peeking open.
You guys hang on.
All right, you guys hang on. Already looks so much better. Oh my gosh. So this, you see how it looks like a little ant bite on the leg? And then there's those two. She's got that one on her leg right here. Her tail's already looking better though. Or wait, his tail. There's a little boy. He's got the little testiculars. Thanks, Lost Lizzie. So this is what DSN looks like. So this I thought was an ant bite. Okay, when I started seeing them, I was like, that's an ant bite. However, when you look over here, that's definitely more than an ant bite. And so that's the DSN that we're wearing them out. Indeedy. All right.
Yes, it goes away for good. I mean, well, yeah.
Yes, it goes away for good. I mean, well, yeah. Like it once it's treated, it's treated. Fuck you, Debbie. Drew just sanitized my scissors that she used to cut the zip ties for one of the cages. She just wanted to make sure that everyone knew they got zip tied. All right. All right, hold on, you guys. Give me a minute. I gotta get the babies off my head. As much as I was gonna try to give them a little bit more playtime, it's just too distracting. And their tails are like literally in my eyeballs. Yes, Drew is cleaning. Drew has been coming over once a week and helping me. So it's been amazing. She also is kind of obsessed with organizing. And she likes like really dirty things. She like wants to clean up MURDER scenes and stuff. Like that's her dream job.
So we make a really good pair because it is basically a MURDER scene every time she walks into my house. Oh, you see it on the little tip of her tail. Bloody. And then you can see all the little ding, ding, ding. All right. Now that I got the other turkeys off of my head. So this is a baby possum, is what you're looking at. These guys came to me last night. Mother was killed in a car accident, unfortunately. What you're watching me do is called tube feeding. Possums do not possess the ability to suckle or like wrap their lips around a bottle because they don't really have lips like that. So because of that, this is the safest way for us to feed them. This tube goes directly into their tummy, similar to how their mom's nipple would. The spots are called, it's a condition called DSN. It comes from, hold on, let me get I forgot to get my antibiotics out. It comes from extreme stress and from them having some kind of like minor injury or abrasion, because there has to be a way for this bacteria like to enter in, and then the body kind of like just goes rampant with it. We see it a lot, unfortunately, in baby possums because a car accident that their mom being in is obviously a lot of stress. And it's, yeah, not ideal. Not an ideal situation. Ooh, could I use this to do my meds? I totally forgot I had this up here. Let's see if it'll fit on my 1 milliliter. Yes, they need antibiotics. I started them last night. All right, let's see if I can. So it's a little bit harder. I don't want to tube him twice, but oh gosh. So I'm gonna see if I can just get these meds like right at the cusp there, because it's quite literally like a barely lick it amount because they're so tiny. All right. Hi. Sweet angel. Little pussy pockets make me feel so bad. Okay. So I've got a blanket in my lap. I've been keeping these guys in my lap. I don't typically put them in my hair until their eyes are opened. They don't typically crawl around nearly as much either until their eyes open. All right, come here. All right. Hi, cutie. Oh, you've gotten worse actually overnight. Yeah, honey, I'm so sorry. So sorry. Oh, buddy. So I need to do a little bit more research on DSN in general. Like I said, it normally presents in the ears rather than in like all over the body like this. Although, I mean, obviously it can do both. Oh, honey, this one's like, let me get this one. It started to rupture on his hand. I know it. Let's just get it cleaned out. Sorry, I'm not on camera. This one already has it ruptured, so I'm trying to get it cleaned out. I'm going to squeeze a little betadine in it. Buddy. No need for quarantine. Quarantine in that like they're not around the other animals itself, but this isn't like a thing that's gonna like spread to a bunch of other creatures here or anything like that. Not only is it very specific to possums, but it flares up like during bad stress and things like that.
Here we go, Bobby. It can be Lauren. I mean, for some of them, I think we caught it pretty early. This guy's pretty covered. Their little bodies just get really exhausted, and you know, the antibiotics can obviously help. But you know that it's only so much. Only so much. Good morning, Chaos Monkey. Okay. I know, their little whiskers are so cute. All right, sweet little girl, let's get a little betadine. Or sorry, sweet little boy, let's get a little betadine on you. It's actually one of my tubes. It's one of my tubing tubes cut down. So just to make it a little bit more sturdy. So that I can have like a more accurate. Thanks, Jody. I'm still waiting back on responses from Maggie about why we only have like 13,000 points after like all the work we've done. Buddy. So yeah, I need to do a little bit more research on DSN. Like, I don't know if it's helpful, like for the ones that are really, really close to bursting. Like, is it helpful to go ahead and help them burst and flush them out? Is that gonna spread it more? Like, I don't know. So we're gonna learn together, because this is definitely some of the most, definitely the youngest I've seen have it, and some of the like most aggressive that I've seen, which really makes me feel like they were on mama a lot longer than we realized. Thanks, Tree! All right, come here. All right. Hi, Cootie. Hi, Angel, yellow fur. All right, you don't look half bad. So this is a little girl. This is my favorite age to talk about their gender. Because look, you can actually see where her 13 little nipples are going to start coming in. So opossums have 13 nipples. They're the only mammal on the face of the planet that has 13. And the species of possum is the only one that genetically has an odd number of nipples. Some pretty bad ones on here. So if you guys are new here and you are really into animals, this is you found your space. You found your people, okay? If you would like to follow along, that is the easiest and freest way to help the work that we do. Come on, little squirmy butt. We go live daily at 8 p.m. Central, except for Wednesdays and Saturdays, which are my off days. And then I periodically go live throughout the day as well. We have a free Discord, so if you're like, when throughout the day? It's at random. I try to update in Discord when I'm about to get on, because sometimes those nuisance little alerts don't always happen on the Tiki-Takis for some reason. Possums at this age still need help going to potty, like most mammals, before their eyes open. Mom would normally do this by just licking around in her pouch. Hi, cutie. Oh, thanks, Shira. That is definitely the goal of this platform, is to not only educate, but just to be a safe place for other rehabbers. We talk a lot about mental health awareness and things here, and just the importance of kindness. Especially when you do the work that we do here, it can be lonely sometimes. You're making a lot of like life-altering decisions for babies that you care a lot about, and that's hard to do. And then to do it on the internets is sometimes a little bit toxic. So we try to educate everyone here about the importance of the support. Why are you scared to hold them? Now, I don't recommend like just going out and grabbing a possum, obviously. Please don't do that. But if you ever see one in distress like these guys, they're perfectly safe to handle. Possums are not considered a vector species, which means a species that can contract rabies. Because their core body temp is 94 degrees. And rabies says, no thank you. I would like 97 and up, please. Okay. You go in here. All right, we're halfway through.
Yay, Jody!
Yay, Jody! Okay. Another little girl. Ooh, your tail, girlfriend. All right, another little girl. You can see hers is on some of her upper body. We're also dealing with some dehydration. So you can see here's the DSN on her tail. She's got it pretty bad on her feet here. Around her privates. Hello.
There's 6 new babies.
There's 6 new babies. I know, Jess. So this is a little girl. You can see where her pouch will inevitably be. You can also start to see her tiny little nipples starting to develop. You can see how they're in a circle right here. And her little 13th nipple right there. So cute. So cute. Lizzie, go take a nap, girl. These guys aren't going anywhere. If you're just tuning in and you're one of my regular followers and you're like, what did I miss? I will be uploading this particular live to YouTube because we've done a lot of updates on me personally as like a human on the channel and some things that we're changing, and then also all of these new babies.
Empty battery.
Empty battery. This is a baby possum. These cuties, believe it or not, are probably actually like 6-ish weeks old. Hi.
They're actually born about the size of your
Hi. They're actually born about the size of your pinky nail. So these guys have already come a long way, but they are still very young, and it does still require a lot of specialty care in order to get these guys healthy and where they need to be. What I am giving them is some antibiotics because they have a condition called DSN, which is a pretty aggressive condition that pops up when they have stress and when there's been any sort of minor injury. Their bodies kind of like can't fight back the bacterial, and it turns into a wee bit of a situation. All right, here's the next one, trying to move a little faster. Again, you can see just the rampant DSN all over this sweet little baby. Oh, I'm out of formula. Hold on.
So I need to leave here at 11.
So I need to leave here at 11 is when I need to leave. I really wanted to try to be off live at 10:30 because I need to like get ready. But you guys know I'm a mom of 3. I can make myself professionally presentable if I need to in like 10 minutes or less. I just hate, rushing.
That's just the story of my life.
But that's just the story of my life. My life is just rushing. MSRA. I'm not familiar with that. I'm going to do a deep dive, you guys. It's just becoming, I'm taking in a lot more possums than I have in years past. And I'm just seeing it more and more regularly. So I'm going to do a deep dive on it. I don't have enough information that I feel like to properly like educate the masses on it.
So I think your questions are all absolutely freaking amazing, and thank you for them. And as soon as I do my deep dive, I'll have even more information for you guys on it. Right now, what I know is it's caused by extreme stress, and I know that I treat it with antibiotics. And I also know that it can be absolutely deadly. Those are really the only like true 100% facts that I have. And after that, it's more like speculation. My sweet baby. Boop. I know. I know. Oh, thank you. She said, I'll take those antibiotics, please. Please and thank you. 160. All right. Do we have anyone in here that is not currently following the Apollo Tattoo Studio? Anyone? 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 If you're not, go click the follow button. He is a very talented tattoo artist. He actually just did our most recent tattoo when we were out in LA. We're working to get him so we can go live. And we have another tattoo planned with him in August to celebrate our 1-year anniversary of doing this as like a full-time job, you guys. Thanks, Kendra. Thanks. So much TT. So much TT. Just don't stop. My goodness, girlfriend. My goodness. That's all of the DSN, you guys. Like that yellowy tinge to the skin. And sometimes it also is urine. They can like accidentally stimulate each other while they're crawling all over each other. So sometimes they, you know, stimulate each other and pee on each other. It's a messy world out there. Just trying to do a better close-up with my own eyes. Just a better one. Let me see you. Okay. Thanks, Megan. We're missing one, and it's the one that I didn't think was going to make it the night. So I'm starting to get a little anxious. Where are you at in here?
Oh, she's alive.
Oh, she's alive. Okay, she's alive. She's alive. You're alive. Hi, you're alive. Hi, alive baby. Franny!
This baby has an injury.
All right, this baby has an injury. So if you do not feel like you're in the headspace to be able to see this, then scroll away. I'll be back live later tonight, and you can see all of the other new babies again. Okay. All right, good. So here's our baby. She's the only one with a major injury. There is another one that has a bit of a small like spot underneath the thing, but she's got a pretty deep wound here. Already looks so much better. Pretty deep wound here on her side. Say hi. Let me get her fed and meds, and then we'll do surprisingly the DSN like in the little spots isn't that bad, but it's definitely in that wound. I know, honey, please don't make me handle you more than I have to, because I know your leg has to hurt. Come on, let's do this. Let's do this quick. In and out. Quick in and out, quick in and out, quick in and out. Crafty, this is a baby possum. If you're new here, we are a wildlife and domestic alike neonatal mammal nursery. We go live daily and educate on all things animals. All right, I keep hitting the stop, and I can't tell if she's biting or if I'm not in the right hole, so we're just gonna keep backing up.
I'm gonna do a little, just a tiny little bit of formula to get her to loosen up if it is her that's biting down, that's keeping me from going. There we go. And a lot of times that'll get them swallowing, and then I can get the tube down a little bit further. Thanks, Karen. There we go. Girlfriend. Come on. We can do it. We gotta get food in there. So you never want to force anything, obviously, while tube feeding. Normally things slide in pretty easy, and I keep getting to a point and it's like not letting me go in. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm dealing with anatomy-wise here to thread this. I can try a smaller tube, but I was able to feed her last night. Oh, gosh, hold on. I gotta bring her closer to me. I can't do the whole extended arm thing right now, so just hold on. Quit fighting. She's like literally fighting. Ma'am? What's going on that I can't get down in that little esophagus of yours? What's going on, Dad? Huh? Come on, girlfriend. I just tube fed all 5 of your siblings with literally no issue. There we go. There we go. There we go. I don't know what was happening beforehand, but we're in, so that's all that matters. That's all that matters, is we're in now. It's doing good. New formula's doing good. We've been using the Royal Canine. It's been doing really good. All right, let's help her tinkle, then give her her antibiotics, and then we'll beta down her wound. And then we'll be good to go. And then I'm gonna go get ready for our meeting. If you're just tuning in and you already follow me, I am putting this on YouTube. My YouTube is Nola Kitten Nursery, so that everyone can get the updates that I gave, because we downloaded a lot of information about the rescue, about my own personal life, about a lot of things, okay? I know that I'm probably gonna have to repeat them later tonight too, but just this way I can kind of like try to get in front of like all the updates, like all the updates. Get you tucked in there with the Betadine. Get everything lids on so no one dumps it. Thank you, Holly. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, I got everybody. Johnson, where you been, man? We're leaving now. Bad timing, Joe. Look at him. It's a handful of possums. It's a handful of possums. I love it so much. Oh my God, look at these babies. You guys.
It's like a barrel of monkeys.
It's like a barrel of monkeys. Is it not just the sweetest thing you've ever seen? Okay. All right, you guys all tuck back into your house. Go to the back there. I will cover you up. Okay.
clean up our area. Let's put the antibiotics back in. We didn't use all of them because I literally like the dosage is so tiny. It's like I just tap on it and then I'm like, get in that mouth, because that's all I can do. Whose idea was that? Like, who was in the drawing room for Samsung? I was like, you know what would be great? A 1.5-minute long chime to let people know their laundry's done. Wouldn't that be awesome? And why hasn't one mother thought about, like, you know how the microwaves, when you do that is some real coffee energy. You know the microwaves, when you like leave your stuff in there, they like, it beeps, it just says a little like beep every 2 minutes to remind you that the coffee that you've already warmed up for the 5th time today is still sitting in there.
Drew, why doesn't
Do you know what I'm saying?
why can't you beep it?
It's common sense. Why can't you beep at me every 2 minutes?
Because I'll tell you, it does. I do eventually go.
Because I'll tell you, it does. I do eventually go, and I remember to go to the microwave.
Why wouldn't you do that?
You know, like why wouldn't you do that?
Who needs a reminder for their dryer, Shelly?
Who needs a reminder for their dryer, Shelly? Not one fucking person. It's a washing machine, people.
No, mine's just a very singular.
No, mine's just a very singular. Beep.
But your washer,
It is. I do have a bomb ass washer.
It is. I do have a bomb ass washer. When the last washer went out, we went industrial because of the animals. Because I mean, some of the stuff that I have to wash is like absolutely insane. So
big.
Oh my god, Lex, I would die. Also,
oh my god, Lex, I would die. Also, microwaves that don't stop chiming when I open you will be removed from this fucking house. I will never. Drew.
I know, it's very annoying. Same as my fridge. When I close my fridge, when it's beeping, it
Yeah.
still beeps after it's closed.
No.
I will remove.
No. I will remove. I will go without microwave before I will. And I try to catch it right at that second, so it's just like the one like beep, and then I like pop it open and like we're good. No, if you're still beeping and allowing me to know that you're done after I've clearly opened you, I'm done. I'm done. All right, 10-minute mark. Ready, set, go. I'm not getting live. Gonna get ready with y'all because I'm about to have titties flopping everywhere and like hair. Like this is about to get real aggressive real quick. I love y'all. I love each and every one of y'all. I will work to get this uploaded to our YouTube so that everyone has an update. Also, please make sure you're following our Discord. Discord's completely free, okay? And it's how I'm able to give you like the updates that you want and need, okay? If you're not already following, please click the follow button for us. You can get updates on these babies and the rest of this chaotic life. Shit's about to get real chaotic-y up in this hoe. So I don't know if that's your jam. I guess follow along. If it's not your jam, I don't fucking blame you because, you know, life. Have a great one. Depending on when I finish up my meeting with Mark, I will be back on to do another feeding this afternoon before I pick up the kids, okay? Bye! All the stupid fucking restrictions I got for trying to watch that show have like fucked with my FYP now. Because when I put the possums in my hair or when I'm feeding baby possums, I easily get up to like 700-800 people, like on average.